It's what you've been waiting for. 2K Sports and the NBA present our Wednesday afternoon affair. And there's certain to be some disappointment because of the injury to Marcus Smart.
Well, since the last game when we saw him leave with that injury, the news appears to have gone from bad to worse, guys, and that's terribly disheartening. The speed of that young player, man, we're going to miss that.
All right, you're up.
Oh, yeah.
And a switch here also for Atlanta. Kyle Korver, he's checked in for Dennis Schroeder. On the court for Atlanta, Millsap at power forward with Horford at center. On the wings, Korver and Carroll, and it's Bazemore at the 1.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got coming on the finger on it.
Let's go to the 2K leaderboard and look at the NBA's best rebounding teams for this last month. Third spot, the Celtics.
I like how this team has been coming up big lately, Kevin. They seem to have a new dedication and energy to rebounding the ball, and it's paying off.
Celtics leading by 3. Into Green. A second chance effort, and that's 2 points on the layup. Green's got 5 now.
Steve, they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass today.
Yeah, it's impressive, too. Clark's already gotten them a +5 margin in the rebound column. Well, kind of an interesting paradox for Jeff Green. He's much better offensively playing at the power forward spot as a spread 4, but defensively he's much better guarding 3s.
Bazemore passes to the chosen one. He kicks it to Horford. That's a 2 from Korver. The rebound by the Celtics. Green's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
I was able to talk with Brad Stevens for a minute. He talked about the impact that Al Horford can have on a game and how they'll have their work cut out for them dealing with him. He said Horford's just a complete ball player. He does all the things you want from a big man. He can shoot, handle, and pass. He's always a tough matchup, but it starts with matching his energy level. Kevin, we'll see if they have what it takes.
Thank you, Doris. Evan Turner, he's checked in for Boston. Here's Grimes. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Kevin, let's look at where the Hawks stand in the NBA rankings right now. 2nd in blocks, 2nd in three-point field goal percentage. And they also show up in the top 5 in not giving up the ball. This is a low-turnover team. They value possessions, and they really concentrate on taking care of the rock.
Man, Clark, let's talk about those blocks, because you know what that does? When you're a guard and you've got great shot blockers behind you, it allows you to play with more aggressiveness on the perimeter, and that can really disrupt an offense.
Now here is Cephalosha, averaging 6 points per contest. That's good.
Heads up, aggressive play right there. He saw the smaller man on him, took it straight to the basket.
Looking at the last game for the Atlanta Hawks, it was a win against the Timberwolves at Target Center.
And they did just what you have to do as a road team, guys. They never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Seemed like every time they took a punch, they had a counter.
You'll like this, Steve. Reverse spurtability, we call that. If they had any defensive lapses, they immediately made up for it with some instant offense. 4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Yeah, that's textbook basketball, just having their way down low.
They set the pick. From 8, here's Grimes, and he banks in the layup. Celtics leading by 3. Outside Bradley. He feeds it to Thornton. Outside Turner. Back to Thornton. 6 on the shot clock. The Celtics need to get a shot off, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
And let's check out the story of the stats for Marcus Thornton. His last 10 games, he's averaging 10 points per game, 2 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he can play some valuable minutes on the wing for this team.
Yeah, he doesn't need a lot of time to make an impact with his shooting ability.
Vitor Favarani's checked in for Bradley. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Mike Scott's checked in for Paul Millsap.
So far on the glass, it hasn't even been close.
Yeah, they're taking it to him. I mean, just getting physical. Like, it feels like they've gotten every rebound, but
1:25 left to play in the first quarter. And the call will be against Gerald Wallace. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
Well, they've definitely had the hot hand from the three-point line so far. Always nice to start out like that.
You know, it also hasn't taken them long to make their mark in the paint. I mean, they're doing a lot of their scoring from in there.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there. Already it's February. Let's see how the East is matching up. You look at Atlanta. They're down at the 7th position right now. Decent start to the season, but they're looking to make a move. And, of course, there's Boston. They're just sitting one spot down right on their heels.
When I look at Atlanta, they just haven't shown the kind of toughness and resilience I expected to see from them this year. Whenever they face some adversity, they haven't been able to fight through it.
Which is really the difference between good teams and great teams, Clark. There's always going to be adversity for everybody. It's how you fight through it that really defines who you are as a team.
Well, you know, the news was mostly bad for the Celtics, but there was some good news last year. They announced they'll be renovating their arena to make it more state-of-the-art.
And Thornton kicks to Wallace. No one near Turner as he lets it go. And the three off target. Atlanta's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Korver dishes to Brand. Here's the chosen one. Wallace covering. It gets rebounded by Favarani. And with the Celtics in this building, guys, it isn't falling apart by any means, but the fans have been wanting an upgrade.
And from what I understand, I mean, they're going all out. I mean, the arena turns 20 years old this season, and it's going to get a 2-decade facelift in terms of amenities and convenience.
Turner with it, now guarded by the chosen one. There's Cephalosha. Here's the chosen one. Got it off in time, but it's no good. So far, it's been a closely contested game as we get this. Olynyk comes in for Vitor Favarani, and it's Avery Bradley in for Turner. Atlanta also making some changes here. Millsap comes in for Mike Scott, and it's the chosen one in for Damari Carroll. Speedy backcourt of Rondo and Bradley. The skilled front court of Jared Sullinger and Kelly Olynyk. And it's Green in at the small forward. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Atlanta again missing. Boston's gone 6 of 11 when they've taken the three-point shot tonight. Very respectable. The shot by Sullinger, wide open, and the three ball is good. Sullinger's got 5 points now this quarter.
Boy, he made a nice little bounce pass there. We call that the pocket pass, and he did it well.
Here's Schroeder. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Horford's it to Bazemore. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Bazemore's got the lead up to 1 now for the Hawks. Brandon Bass is checked in for Boston. Hands checked in for Atlanta. Korver comes in for Kent Bazemore. The Celtics have gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Bass with a screen for Rondo. Bradley passes to Rondo. The feed to Bass. Nice ball movement by Boston. Bradley drives in. Shoots from the elbow. And blocked. And he gets it back. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Here's Schroeder. Millsap a screen and play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. And an interesting look here at the top assisting point guards this season. Setting up teammates, being a playmaker. One of the hallmarks of being a premier point guard in the NBA. Third, Rajon Rondo.
And obviously assists are the name of the game at the point guard position. That's not lost on these guys. It's all about team basketball with them.
You know, Steve, the court vision all of these players possess is outstanding. That, to me, is the most important attribute an effective point guard can have, and they all have it in spades.
Atlanta's gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. Screen by Brand. Inside, Olynyk with the steal. It's Bradley on the wing, covered by Sefolosha. Here's Olynyk. It's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Rondo's got 5 assists in the game.
Well, the history of college coaches switching over to the NBA is pretty daunting, but Brad Stevens of the Celtics can't worry about those who came before him. He's just got to be himself, and he was well regarded in Boston. Despite the fact that they went through a rebuilding process last year, he did a really good job. Well, that's how you pick up second chance points. Stay active, be energetic, and react as soon as the shot goes up.
Left side, Bradley. 1:44 left to play here in the half. That's tipped. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, guys, Kyle Korver, of course, one of the league's most dangerous shooters. He said three-point shooting had better be the best part of my game, but if that's all you do, you don't get to play that much in the NBA. I try and be solid all around. I enjoy basketball and not just shooting. Kevin, he's a gamer.
He comes from a basketball family, Doris. He has that deep love of the game. You can just tell. Thanks. And Coach Stevens enjoying great success in his 5 seasons as coach of the Butler Bulldogs.
Yeah, had a terrific, historic run. 2 consecutive trips to the NCAA title game. 2010 and 11, I had the privilege to be courtside calling those games. A 25-game win streak, one of the brightest minds in the game. And with a 6-year contract from the Celtics, they clearly believe in his abilities as do I.
Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Give and take, back and forth, the whole way thus far.
Yeah, 6 lead changes already, and as Rasheed Wallace once said, both teams playing hard, my man.
Sefolosha dishes to Brand. Rebounded by the Celtics. Olynyk's got 7 rebounds in the game. Outside Rondo. Passes it to Olynyk. Tipped away. Shot clock at 6. Here is Korver, guarded by Bradley. Schroeder kicks to Korver. Off the pick. No luck.
I thought he'd make that one. And that's his range, and the defense nowhere to be seen.
Second quarter ends in a tight one.
All right, listen closely, man. I've got a few things to touch on. We're going to turn this from a close game into our game. Well, our on-the-ball defense was pretty solid in the first half. We cut a lot of their possessions short by coming up with steals before they had a chance to set up. Stay tight on the ball like that. Keep denying them space. One big reason to be encouraged is the scoring we got off turnovers. There's nothing that'll lift a team up like good defense leading to offense, and that's just the kind of lift we could use. And I want us pounding the offensive glass in this half. If that means sacrificing a fast break or two, so be it. It'll be worth it. Coming in, we knew this team wasn't going to roll over for us. If we're going to put them away, we got to execute. Let's bear down and finish what we started.
Here we go now, the start of the third quarter, welcoming you back in a closely contested first half so far.
Looking at the game, Bazemore's been happy. He's got 16 points.
Some changes for Boston. Vitor Favarani's checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Turner comes in for Jeff Green. And it's Thornton in for Bradley. Paul Millsap's checked in for Atlanta. Korver comes in for DeMarre Carroll. On the court for Atlanta. Korver at the 3 with Paul Millsap.